If you're like many conservatives, you were probably pretty discouraged after this last election. But this last series of White House scandals reminds us that we simply can't give up. There's just way too much at stake. We have to stand up to those bureaucratic bullies. Bullies in the IRS. They want to shut down the voices of conservatives, the voices that teach the principles of prosperity.
It's no longer just a political scandal. The IRS's alleged targeting of conservative groups is now the subject of a criminal investigation.
Bullies in the Justice Department. They want to shut down the voices of the journalists, voices fighting to shed light on the actions of the politicians in Washington.
Which I know nothing. I do not know. I don't know what has happened in this matter. I did not know. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I assume he was, but I don't know.
I know you're tired. The only thing worse than being exhausted at the end of a bloody campaign is being exhausted at the end of a bloody campaign and losing. I get that. We've had time to bandage our wounds, and now we need to get up, dust ourselves off, and get back in the fight. So here's a couple of easy ways to help you get back in the fight. It's called the Freedom 5. Over the course of the next year, we're asking you to do one or more of these 5 things. Now, they're easy enough that you could do all of them, but if you choose to only do 1 or 2, that's fine. Just do what you can because every little bit helps. Number 1, 5 letters. Over the course of the next year, we're asking you to commit to writing 5 letters, either to your elected officials or the editor of your local newspaper. If you let us know the areas that you're most passionate about, we'll let you know when bad policy is coming down the pipeline. By having a list of volunteer activists ready to write letters on specific topics, we'll be able to unleash you on the politicians in Washington and Colorado when they're about to vote on some really bad policy. Number 2. 5 calls. Similar to the letters, we're asking you to commit over the course of the next year to make 5 phone calls to your elected officials on the federal, state, or local level. On average, that takes less than 60 seconds, but when combined with an army of volunteers, we can have a significant impact. Already, right here in Colorado, there are over 60,000 people just like you signed up for email updates from AFP. If only 10% of you were to make a call on any policy issue, we would be able to flood the offices of our elected officials with over 6,000 phone calls. And it only takes you 60 seconds. Number 3, 5 friends. Simply get 5 of your friends to sign up for AFP Colorado's email updates. It's as simple as that. Number 4, 5 shares. You know, AFP and other conservative organizations do a really good job of posting quality content on Facebook and Twitter, content that highlights the principles of prosperity and why they matter. In the next year, we plan to do even more of that and share real-life examples and tell the real story. All you have to do is share it with your friends. Reach out to your friends and family and share with them the truth, the principles of prosperity and freedom. And number 5, $5. Consider donating $5 a month to AFP Colorado. $5 doesn't buy much these days. A gallon and a half of gas, maybe a Vente peppermint mocha 4 shots, non-fat, no whip, but most of us can give up one of those a month. $5 on an individual level doesn't really cost a lot, but when multiplied by the tens of thousands of freedom-loving people just like you right here in Colorado, we can have a significant impact. So that's it. That's the Freedom 5. 5 letters, 5 calls, 5 friends, 5 shares, $5. So come on, get back in the fight. We have to do this, and we need you.
I get knocked down, but I get up